The world of wandering. The world of wandering. Hi, kids. Welcome to the School of Crocodiles. I'm your good friend, Little Crocodile. Today, I've prepared a magical art box for you. Do you want to know what it is? Let's open it together. Look, we've got some paintbrushes from inside. This is a marker. It has a lot of magical places. It has two ends. We can use the thick end to paint in one direction using the flat painting method. This way, the painting will be faster. Of course, we can also use the fine end to paint. The direction of the flat painting can be different. We can determine it by the outline of the object. We can also use gradient painting. It can be a gradient between colors. It can also be a gradient before painting to shape the object. These colors are also called the same color. We can also use the marker to draw a lot of different lines. We can use the flat painting method to design beautiful patterns for the object. The flat painting method can also be used to shape the object's three-dimensional effect. We can also make color cards to choose colors. It has a wide range of uses. We can use it to design animations, interior design, industrial design, clothing design, and landscape design. So what are we going to draw with it today? Let's go and see with the teacher. Have you ever seen a lot of different buildings in your daily life? Do you know that every country has its own unique buildings? They represent different countries like business cards. Let's go to all the countries in the world and get to know them. Today, let's go to France and get to know the local iconic building, the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is located in the Battle of Paris, France, on the south bank of the Seine River. It was built in 1889 and was the tallest building in the world at the time. The Eiffel Tower was named after its designer Gustave Eiffel. French people love to call the Eiffel Tower the capital's observation deck. Isn't it interesting? Let's draw it together. First, we can find the ground at the location under the paper. Next, draw the base of the Eiffel Tower on the top of the ground. We can first find the T shape. Add the sections of each layer on top. After drawing, add a semicircular building on the bottom. This completes the first layer. Next, let's continue to add the top layer of the tower. This time, we add a smaller T shape on the base of the bottom layer. After drawing, add a rectangular building in the middle. Next, let's add the top layer of the tower. We can also add a small observation deck. Finally, don't forget the topmost part of the tower. This completes the outline of the tower. After drawing, let's add some nice colors to it. Select the color of the tower. We can fill the very small part with colors. Draw a thicker color on the edge. We can also divide it in the middle. Continue to draw the outline of the tower thicker. Next, let's add the iron frames on the tower. We can use lines to represent the arrangement of the iron frames on the tower. When drawing, be careful that each line is a straight line. After drawing, let's add a rectangle. We can also add a rectangle to represent the arrangement of the iron frames on the tower. When drawing, let's add a rectangle to represent the arrangement of the iron frames on the tower. When drawing, let's draw a rectangle to represent the arrangement of the iron frames on the tower. After the painting is finished, we can add a nice background for it. For example, tall tree forest, abandoned building houses, and hot air balloons, etc. Teacher added trees with high and low decays. It's a bit hard to see. There's a lot of hair on the side. In the end, Ye and the big sun. The Palace of the Republic of France. Okay, so that's it for the video. Today we have learned about the iconic French building, the Eiffel Tower. There are many other interesting buildings in France. For example, the European Conquest Gate, which is known as the symbol of victory in the Middle Ages, and the most precious building in the French Renaissance, the Louvre. How was it, kids? Was it interesting? Learn more on our channel.